And let's bring in Cathy. There you are. Welcome, Cathy. I know it's like a hard act to follow, and yet your story is equally as fascinating. So tell me, what was life like before cancer, and then take me to the present.
Well, I've had two visits from cancer, and I'll start with my second. Um, I was working at a business that I started as a virtual assistant, and I had a full client load, and I was in front of my computer eight hours a day for 5 days a week, and I was finding ways to find joy outside of that, but it wasn't during those days. It started out as I want to be in charge of my time, and it ended up not being that at all. So I was diagnosed accidentally, um, and um, well, okay. So the first time it was accidentally. The second time I was misdiagnosed for 8 months. And by
Wow.
the time it was diagnosed correctly, it had spread to all my bones had it, in my core. And so I went through radiation and chemotherapy, and um, then started a regimen of maintenance drugs, and tried all these different methodologies to heal my body, therapy. I visited naturopathic doctors and trying all these different things. And when I got my that second diagnosis, the first thing I did was let go of all the clients I didn't like working with. It was
Oh,
like, yes, I got
permission.
permission. So that was the first thing I did. But I continued to work with the clients who I really enjoyed, and it also freed up time for me. Um, so I did that, and that was the first good thing that happened. The rest was all searching and throwing spaghetti at the wall, and then through UCSF, I saw this program, this workshop. I think it was a 2-day workshop called Chaos to Clarity from the Cancer Journey Institute, and Sherry Ann led that. And it was the first time in 11 years that I felt in good company. I had felt alone in this journey. I had oncology and medical doctors I trusted. I had gone to a therapist who just didn't get me. And I had friends and family who loved me and were around me. And I felt their desire to help me and be there for me. But it wasn't, I felt protective of them. I didn't want them to feel bad for me.
Mhm.
I put up a brave front. So, and then when I walked into this workshop, it was like, oh, that's what's going on. That's what I'm feeling. I get it. And so I went through this 2-day experience, and then Sherry Ann discovered I was a virtual assistant, and so I came on board to help out, which has been amazing. I'm still with them. Um, and I also received coaching from one of the institute coaches, which I went through the nine session series,
Mhm.
and you know that really helped me to be able to see a future, because
Mhm.
until I went through this process, all I could see was a black screen. I was like, well, what do I want? I don't know what I want. I don't see anything. I see no future. I just have to get
Right.
through this. I have to conquer this cancer. I have to get through it. I can't have a life until after. So that was a process that coaching
Mhm.
really helped me with. Um, and then I was starting um to function better, And Sherry Ann suggested, why don't you do fundamentals? And I was like, nah. And then finally I said, okay, I'll do fundamentals, which is the 12-week training program. So I did that, and again, my world just opened up. It was a life-changing experience. I learned about my strengths, and I was beginning to connect with my empathy, which is my number one strength, which I had become very good at not feeling it, at blocking it out and trying to push it down. So the fundamentals was great. And then I decided I needed more. I didn't think I could be a coach at that point. I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but I need this. And it was a whole healing process for me, the whole journey of learning to become a coach. And about halfway through, I started to really embrace who I was, who I am, and realize, oh, I'm a coach. I'm someone who my friends have always come to me to listen and be non-judgmental, and so that became really clear to me, and I continued to heal, and lo and behold, I passed the testing and have become certified as a coach. And I have I'm still working through cancer. I still have it. However, I consider myself thriving now. I'm living my life. I'm making plans. I have goals, and I'm not waiting anymore, because why? Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. And talking with people about what a cancer journey coach is, with friends and family, and I've assisted a couple of workshops. People who have a cancer experience, either a patient, a friend, a caregiver, are just hungry for this information, and really find solace in it, in being, that same realization that I had the first time of my workshop. Oh, I'm not alone in this.
Right.
And so I find great satisfaction and a warmth in my heart when I can feel that that somebody is being seen by me and being helped by knowing that they are more powerful than they know, that they have choices and perspectives to help them through the worst of it.
Right. And that I feel the change in you from when I first met you in the Chaos to Clarity workshop to now, where you and when you to where you are right now, just standing like, I know this and I can do this, and I see the impact that I have on the people who are going through their cancer journey. And even right now, your face is lit up. It's no longer that dark haze that it was like, Sherry Ann, I don't know what the future, I don't know. I can't see a future. I remember that it was almost like I'm holding tight to that belief, and that's it. But when you let go of that,
exactly. I didn't want to set myself up for a disappointment or for failure or whatever that was that I didn't want to expose myself to. And that was fear.
Right. Right. So now when you look at your future, what do you see?
I see possibilities. I see, I might not have the future that I had hoped I would before cancer. That's not possible for me right now. But there's all kinds of other things that could give me the same feelings. Being traveling is scaled down a little bit. Being with friends at this point in my life is not impacted at all. I'm making plans, and so it's definitely.
I'm looking at you going, yes, I'm cutting back a little bit on travel. And you just went to Hawaii. So for most people, going to Hawaii is not cutting back. So
Yeah.
just like, you
Well,
live your life.
duration, I
Yes.
would say. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this. You're still alive now. So what
Yes,
I want to do,
I feel so. And I feel that, people, there is life and there's cancer. It's not a either or, is how I
wow.
see it now.
Can you say that one more time? Because that's huge.
There is life and there is cancer, or there is cancer and there is life. It's not either or. Yeah.
That's
They can
quite
be
a
side by
statement.
side.
Yeah, you get to still live,
Mhm.
and you are,
Mhm.
and you get to help other people do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.